everybody, this is Egg400, and guess what? That's Rabbids painting time, that's right. I've been promising to do this video for a while, so hell, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do a very basic rabbid. I haven't exactly decided what to make yet. I guess I'll just make something and go from there. I mean, that's the way most artistic creations are made. And so he has a bit of time in the starlight. I guess I'll replace the mech rabbit. So I guess I'll show you how to do some basic texture works. But first you need to reset your rabbit. So go in here, grab the bomb candy. Bomb candy will reset the face of your rabbit entirely. As you can see, my rabbit's face was technically not the right shape. With this, if you shake horizontally, you can make their head wider, yet shorter, or if you shake it vertically, you can give him a carrot head. So, let's get him back to normal head shape, and use the next tool. This can be used to increase or decrease eye and ear size. For now, let's make them a little extra big, just for the heck of it. Big ears, no, small ears, how about? We want, I'll go for more second nuts, disproportional feel for this one, I guess. This one lets you blow out eyes. However, it'll make them reappear in their original size, which is actually a good way of getting them back to what they were. This will let you change the position of eyes and ears. So, with the control stick, you'll see the pad over there is imitating what I'm doing on the nunchuck. I think that design is supposed to represent something. I'm not so sure. So let's bring the other eye closer in. Give this ear a bit more of a laid-back appearance. And make this one go over here, I guess. Okay, so now that we've created a retarded face for our rabbit, let's go into the major pits. Actually, I'm gonna fully reset him here. Everything reset. I don't like that appearance for his eyes. It's just... It's not right, okay? It's not right. So just give him a bum. This is also Pants Rabbit, just so you know. The pants are painted onto their base coat models, but you can paint over it. It's not that bad. I like choosing a base color to work with. What color to do? What color to do? What color to do? I guess I'll do some basic texture works like, zits and pimples and warts and whatnot. Those are really simple. So, for that, I think I'm going to create something a bit more like a toad. I haven't made an orange toad before, or a red toad for that matter. So, let's use dark... that's more of a brick color, but that'll work. Okay, so, the easiest way to create a texture that looks like a bump is to first choose, I believe it's the darker color, excuse me. Make sure it is darker than the skin. Choose the round dot. Use the D-pad to change the size, and click away. Just change the size every now and again. So that way it has some variance. Put some of them together, make them look like they're conjoined. You know, the works. Don't make them too small like I just did there. Excuse me. This can be a little hard to master, and it takes a lot of patience, but bear with me, it all has a worthwhile means to it. I guess he's Indonesian or something, I don't know. So, put another one there. Increase this, decrease the size. You can also use this with a variety of other shapes to make a cow appearance to them. Nice cow-like appearance, so feel free to do that too. If you want to, you can do the small ones just for a bit of detail. You can also choose different shapes, like that. I'd prefer to go with a more natural shape though, because natural shapes look more like, well, natural pimples, obviously, or warts, or whatever bumps you want to think of them as. So let's go back. Give him a nice big one on the back. Something you could do, give him butt cheeks, I guess. Why not? Seriously, why not? It's inappropriate, but hell, you didn't come here for appropriateness, did you? I hope you didn't. There's been way too much swearing in the last episode. Okay, so don't forget to keep applying your dots in varying sizes. Now, this may seem really boring, but it'll all come together in a bit. A unique rabbit's design is what I like to do. Okay, so once he's spotted to your preference, I'm feeling rather satisfied with this right now. Go back into this and go 2 or so shades higher. So you'll see that it's brighter. Make sure it's just barely smaller than the dot you're over and click it in. And it adds a bit of depth, which always helps. You can make the dots inside smaller, just as long as they're not so big that they dwarf the entire design. Well, you know, get rid of the thing. So, just do that. Apply it where it's needed. If you don't need a dot to look like a dot or something, feel free not to. I could care less what you do, I'm just showing you. You'll notice I didn't do any on the ears. Yeah, none on the ears for a reason. And you'll see why. Because I like doing unique things with the ears. See? This is what being an artist is all about. Just coming up with your own random plans whenever the frack you want. This is also very similar to the art style used in Rayman Origins, sort of. Rayman Origins has an amazing art style, in my opinion. I'm surprised nobody remarks on it. It's so derpy, I love it. I don't know why nobody comments on it. Something I just screwed up on the big dot there that you want to remember, no, you won't really see it that much in gameplay, is that if you don't move the brush around just a tiny bit, then it pixelates a little bit and creates a bit of a messy, half-completed splotch, which is part of the appeal, but you don't want that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna fast forward / cut here until I've finished filling in all the dots until I'm satisfied. Okay, I'm almost done with all the dots, so I'm just coming right on back. Just as a quick note, you can try to add on to these little dots. And if you really want these to start popping out, like, crazily, I'm not going to do it here. I don't think it's that necessary to do because of, color limitations. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put spots there. Don't forget, go 2 shades lower. Increase the size. Dot. Well, why am I telling you this? You just saw me give you this tutorial like 5 seconds ago. There. So, while I fix that up, at this point, you can go any direction you want, really. But I'll give you some basic things I like to think of before I continue in a Rabbids design. Now, I'm not actually that serious about Rabbids design, it's just artist to me saying, I want to do this and this and that and this, and I say, okay. Okay, so what you want to do is choose to go in either one of 2 directions with your color schemes. Oh, I forgot some on the arms. Put your arms down, lad. I need to draw on your arms. No, you stupid freaking. Lift that arm. No. Thank you. Shoot. Rabbids. If you're wondering how I'm making him lift his arms and everything, you just shake the Wii remote. Now, at this point, you can go with either contrasting colors or neighboring colors. Now, in this rabbit, I'm going to go with neighboring colors, because that'll be far more natural, but contrasting colors are basically the opposite on the color wheel. For example, brick is pretty much another shade of orange and red. Red-orange. And the opposites of either red or orange would go really well with it, mainly orange. Which would be, the opposite of orange is blue. So blue would be a really good contrast, it'll really pop out. But the opposite to red is green. So if you go with a more tealish color, you'll see that it pops right out. But we're not going to do that, we're going to do neighboring colors. And since the neighboring colors to the brick scheme here are red, orange, and yellow if you want to push it, brown, you can use those. So I like to do muzzle, belly, and muzzle, belly, and mouth next. So what you want to do for the muzzle is increase the size of your brush, about there, and just stick as close as you can to the lip. If you accidentally make a mistake, that's fine. Just make sure the coating is even. God, I sound like an art tutorial. I'm going to redo that. Remember, make sure the tip is as close as you can get it. Ah. Damn it. Well, there we go. Let me see if I can remember which one's the shade of his actual skin. Okay. If you couldn't tell, I'm very nitpicky when it comes to this. You'll notice on the Android I had a goatee on him that distorted. That's one of the things you actually don't want to do. It looks really stupid. Or you could just give it to him on his top lip or something and make him look really retarded. Milk mustache! But I'm not going to do that. Let's see if I can remember what shade that was. Perfect. You do this properly, and it'll look all sorts of fancy. It's actually really hard to do properly. Ah, I did it again! It's the sides you want to be most careful on. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Smile for me. Thank you. If you want to, you can give him a nose. Use a dark brown texture. I like just doing a basic dot nose, but you can do other things. Use the same technique you used for the other dots, minus one detail. Which is, unlike all the other dots where I was lazy and didn't put anything nice on it, let's realize that noses are wet and shiny, so put a small bit of white there. And you'll see that looks a lot more natural. Next we're going to do the ears, so let's see if I can remember which one of these is the... I think it's this one. Yes, it is. So, go up here. This could be among the hardest, but I have a cheat. I like to use the oval tool right here. You can roll the Wii remote to change its... Oh, not what I meant to do. Go back. Just increase the size. And... lazy click. And lazy click. You can go into this into more detail if you want. Something else I recommend you do. Since your rabbit is just so nice enough to close his eyes for you, choose a darker color and fill in his eyelids. It gives him a better appearance, in my opinion. Okay, so next we'll do the belly. The belly is actually the easiest one of all of them, because it's pretty much just like that. Yeah, I chose the right color. Choose this. I like going slightly oblong. Increase the size. Turn. You can give him footprints if you want. In fact, I think I'll do that. Thanks for reminding me, Rabbid. You're such a good boy. Again, do something darker than the normal skin tone. Now, you can paint entire sections of the Rabbid. Like here, you could paint his hands, or you could paint his entire arms or his entire lower body. So, let's go back and admire our work. This is a very basic Rabbid. You don't have to work too hard on it. Since we're still doing neighboring colors, and we haven't used red yet, let's use red in the most proper place possible. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. No, I'm not. I'm not actually going to do that. That's actually quite disgusting. What you can do, however, with the red, is add it in small little... no. Such a hard decision. Because that would look wrong. I really can't imagine what else I'd like to do with him. I mean, he's partially fur, partially... I guess you could call him a red dragon rabbit with hair. So, how about we switch back to this, choose a creamier color, aka a brighter color. In fact, let's go yellow even, make him a blonde. Choose that. Increase the size. This is how I did the cow hair, by the way. Now, click it down, go in here, choose a lighter color. Actually, it'd be better if you did the original print in dark. In fact, it'd look better in the orangey color. Excuse me, my artist sense, it isn't working. So, undo that. Put it a bit further up on his head so that way his smiles and facial expressions don't distort it too horribly. Increase the color. Reduce the size. And print it. It's not exactly masterful. It's not my best work. And, well, now that we're done with that, we can use this. Depending on what he looks better with, whether it be a flat or slightly more vertical head. He does look rather nice with a vertical head. Let's give him bigger eyes for a toonier look. I guess, no, let's reduce the ears a little bit. I want to do something with those. Okay, go in here, choose the move option, choose the eye. Make it look a bit more natural, and then move the ears to the side. And now he looks like some sort of ogre, but I don't want that. Okay, so that's as far forward on the head as they can go. They can't go any further forward. So I'm gonna put these back up, go in here, choose this again. Excuse me, can you come over here, please? Not as big as they can be, but do a bit of a disproportional thing. Adjust. I want the bigger ear to be more to the top of the head, because that just looks retarded and funny at the same time. Let's make that a bit more out, actually. See, like that. And then, if you're not satisfied with it, you just have to play around and tweak with it. I think I'll make them the same size, if not bigger. Apparently, I'm making them bigger. Let's see, something I like to do was put them as close together as possible. Which sometimes merges them into one retard ear, but I don't like doing that, so let's very carefully. Oh, okay, so apparently there's some automatic programming that does that. I'm not too big of a fan of it. What the hell? Okay, stop. I'm very tempted to restart this now, because this thing looks like crap. Of course, if you don't want the ears at all, pop them. And then squish his head inward. Oh, right. Squish his head inward. And of course, if you still want him to have something on his head, so that way he doesn't look completely bald or weird or something, or if you're not trying to make him look like Homer Simpson, there's the final thing, accessories, which is what a lot of our gifts are, actually. So let's go and unlock them all. Tags, cinder block, paint, didn't mean to do that. Brush, pot of spaghetti, another brush, a thing, a mop head, a hamburger, a hat, an actually legitimate hat. I don't know what that noise is, but I like that hat on him for some reason. So let's make his head a bit thinner so his eyes aren't getting in the way. And I guess that's pretty much it when it comes to rabbid creation. You can do the challenges you want in here, so you're always welcome to do that. It'll take off the hat if you go in here. Now, you'll be able to find gifts in here. This is where a majority of them are. You'll notice that we didn't use any of these. That's because, well, I'm trying to keep out of these for now. But these are essentially tattoos that you can use in combination with everything else to make things amazing. You'll see that these are what I use for the cyborg. But this is where a majority of our presents help us, is in rabbid customization. So if you're not into the customization and just want to beat the game, then you don't have to get all the gifts, but being a Let's Player and being me, I like getting all the gifts, so let's just look at them all. These are some very basic white designs, female, male, radiation, 8, ace. I almost want to see the Aperture Science logo in here. Don't ask why. There's a hand, a bandage, a thing, and a and a target. Didn't mean to do that. Stop it. I'm trying to look at all this new stuff I'm winning. A donut. Oh, that's a 0. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Star. Apparently. Lightning. Grass. Don't even want to know what that is. Clover. Clover. Strawberry. Mushroom. As you can see, these all vary a lot. And really gives you open room for customization. I don't like using them because I like creating my own designs. But, you know, that's just me. So, now that we've cleared all those up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I forgot about these. 15, 16. And that is the precise amount of stuff left for us to get. Well, precise amount of levels if you divide by 4. Or something like that. I don't remember. Come on. Screw it. Alright, this guy is done. So, now for the final thing you could do in Rabbids customizations is create a figurine. Now, it'll remove that accessory, unfortunately, making it a bit harder to find a pose. This lets you change the eye position. He looks like a rather carefree guy. Ooh, so this... This lets you change... Oh yeah, this lets you change eyelid positions. This makes him look like a snide little bastard, doesn't he? Oh, that looks nice. I like that. Let's try a different pose, though. Snide little bastard, isn't he? See? Even my designs are brought to life by this amazing creation. That looks funny. That looks like him, doesn't it? There's a lot of poses you can do, but honestly, I find it hard to choose one. I like that one. I'll sit with that. So, now that you've done that, it'll appear in your figurines here. As you can see, I have a whole ton of them, skeleton, all sorts of crazy crap in here. So I could have technically played any of these. This is my brother, by the way. If you couldn't tell, I assigned him as Cannonball Rabbid. Mutiny. Alright, so, enough of that. That's a rabbid painting tutorial. If there's any designs you'd like to see me try and do, just ask me. I'll see what I can do. But until next time, this is Egg400 saying goodbye. Thank you all for watching.